If you want to find out how to make this carnivore casserole, stick around and find out.
All right, y'all, I got a confession to make. What started out as one recipe that I was going to make has turned into chaos. I seen this recipe for carnivore mashed potatoes, and that's one thing that I haven't tried yet. I seen that recipe on Facebook, seen that it looked pretty easy, and thought, let me try to make the carnivore mashed potatoes that way because it didn't seem like a bunch of work. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I should make like a carnivore shepherd's pie. So then I cooked my meat up and I cooked bacon because I thought what would be good on top of the mashed potatoes would be some bacon. And then I started thinking, well, I don't know, this pie's not going to make a bunch of mashed potatoes, but what if I put some of my biscuits on top of that casserole too and baked it at the same time? So y'all, we have just a little bit of chaos going on, but it might be delicious. I might just be onto something. I don't know. So that's why the counter looks like this. I got stuff everywhere, but we're just going to go with it. If it tastes like crap, I will never do it again. So this is what we got going on. I have browned up 2 pounds of meat. I still have some, so this is not 2 pounds because I chose a smaller casserole dish. It's just me and my husband. This is probably 1.5 pounds, and I just seasoned it to my liking. Okay, and I used 90-10, I think is the hamburger I used. Drain it well if you use a greasier hamburger for your casserole. I am going to make the carnivore mashed potatoes. So for the carnivore mashed potatoes, this recipe just called for cream cheese, butter, heavy cream, and hard-boiled eggs. So that was it, and I think some salt and pepper. So that was it. So I don't know how it's going to taste. I got out the beef gelatin because I know that from looking at Chris Coogan Nashville's show that he used some beef gelatin in his, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm not going to brown up any like he does in his recipe. I just kind of wanted to do it simple. So how nice would it be if we could just blend up these hard-boiled eggs with this stuff and it tastes delicious. So that's what I'm going to hope for, from my mouth to God's ears. We'll see what we get. All right, so I have already boiled and peeled my hard-boiled eggs. Okay, so we are going to blend these little suckers up, and I think I'm just going to throw all the ingredients in at once because why not? So my eggs are cold. It's not going to be probably very good tasting mashed potatoes, if they even taste like mashed potatoes, because it's cold. But I figured if I do it on the in the casserole, it'll be warm after I bake it in the oven, so I don't need to warm my potatoes. All right, there we go. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some of my Redmond's real salt. I can't imagine that this is not going to taste like hard-boiled eggs. But I don't know, you guys, I don't know. And this is some pepper. And let's see what we get. Maybe it's something good. Smells like egg salad. I don't know about this. It's going to need more milk. This is too thick. So I only did half of the recipe. I can't help but chuckle at myself sometimes. I don't know why I see these recipes and think that this could be mashed potatoes without doing much of anything else, but it was in a recipe book even. These people took a picture of this recipe that was in a cookbook, a carnivore cookbook. And they said they made it and it was good. Who knows? Maybe it was their cookbook. They were trying to promote it. I don't know. I just did a screenshot of it, so I don't even know if what the name of the cookbook was. I got to get some more cream in there. That is too thick. needs butter. Everything's better with butter. Needs more butter. All right, well, that's all the butter I got softened. Are any of you guys old enough, like me, ancient, to remember the stovetop commercial from the early 80s, I think? And it was a family sitting around the table, and they were all sad because the mom was serving them dinner, and they got mashed potatoes, and the kid's like, "Aw, mashed potatoes again." And the mom's like, slaps them on their plate, and she's like, "Eat them anyway." Every time I used to make mashed potatoes, I always thought of that commercial. So for all you young people out there, you are not going to know what I'm talking about. But it was pretty funny because the mom was all mad because everybody's complaining about the meal that she just made, worked hard to make. And they were mad because she made mashed potatoes and they wanted stovetop. And she just slapped those potatoes across on the table, and they went splat and just splattered across the whole dang plate. From what I remember, it probably wasn't that bad, but when I was a kid, I just thought it was the funniest thing. Anyways, memories of the way it used to be. I don't know. Looks like deviled egg mix. Maybe if I eat it with the hamburger, it won't be so bad. Okay, let's see. If I close my eyes and leave my head to the side and stand on my left foot as I'm eating it, kind of tastes like mashed potatoes. Not really, but it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't really taste like eggs. I don't know. We're going to go with it. Let me wash my hands because I didn't look at them. So let me go wash my hands, and then we'll get our little casserole put together. So it really doesn't taste that bad, you guys. It's kind of weird. All right, we got our meat. And I'm going to put my deviled egg mixture on top. My mashed potatoes. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Back in the day, if I tried to make something and it turned out like crap, my husband always knew because I'd be like, "We're ordering pizza." Every time. If I tasted it and it was nasty, it was a pizza night. So, the worst that can happen is you'll order pizza. Not that we're going to order pizza, but I'm probably going to put it all because there's not going to be much left after this. Let's just go for broke, people. All right. My husband is not going to know what hit him. He is in the back room, and he don't know what's going on out here. All right, so my plan was to sprinkle some Colby Jack cheese or something on top of the potatoes, but I don't have any shredded Colby Jack cheese, but you know what I do have is sliced. So we're going to improvise, because who wants to go to the store? Nobody. Nobody wants to go to the store. So I had bought this spicy Colby Jack cheese, and let me tell you, it's freaking spicy. Whew. I've got 2 pieces left, and I have been putting off eating it because it burns my tongue. It tastes good, but I'm sensitive. All right, so now I have some other Colby Jack cheese, and I'm just going to put it on top. 3 more pieces. We're just going to use them all. We're going to go crazy. We're just going to get wild up in here tonight. There you go. Now, I thought, how good would bacon be on top? So I cooked up some bacon, but then that's when I started thinking, you know, about my biscuit recipe. So I made up a little bit of biscuits. Let's try baking this on top and see what we get. So for this, I did the total milk protein powder. This is the self-rising. So, okay, I got the total milk protein powder. And this is the same thing, total milk protein powder, but I put the stuff in it with the baking powder and salt to make it self-rising. So that's what that is. So I don't know if I should just sprinkle it about or make dough balls or what. What should I do? So normally I would squeeze all this stuff together and make it into biscuits, but I'm not going to do that. I think it'd be really good to make dumplings out of this, honestly. I've been thinking about that too. Chicken and dumpling soup, you guys. It's going to be wintertime soon. I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. I didn't spray the pan. I don't know if I should have. I just thought about that because I wasn't planning on all this other stuff. I think we'll be okay. You know, I know the hamburger's not going to stick, but I don't know about this other stuff. I hope it doesn't start cooking and smell like stinky burnt eggs because I don't like the smell of that. Okay, look at that. Now we're going to put on our bacon. You can't go wrong, you guys. How can this not taste good? Oh my gosh. How could it not? Shh. I think we're going to get the golden ticket. I think we did something delicious. Oh yeah. We're just going to use all this bacon. How does that look? Yum. Yum. So believe it or not, this is a carnivore casserole. And it's an actual casserole. It's got layers. Actual layers. When's the last time you had a carnivore casserole? If this turns out good, it is going to be epic. Can you say epic? Epic. All right. So we will see. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to definitely put it on here because I don't know if it's going to boil over. And I'm just going to throw a silicone mat under it because I don't want to waste any parchment paper. So it's going to go in the oven at 400 degrees. Everything is cooked, so nothing's raw. I am just going to take it out when it looks good. So I'll set a timer just so that I know how long I cooked it. But honestly, if it turns out good and y'all decide to make it, you just keep an eye on your casserole because you'll know when it's done. It'll look nice and delicious. All right, here we go. Alexa, can you set a stopwatch?
Good evening, Kandi. Okay, stopwatch started.
I had no idea you could do that. I'm so happy I asked. Ask and you shall receive. All right, you guys, we will be back when our casserole is done and we'll taste it and we'll see what we get. Look, 18 minutes and that's what we got. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. It looks like the stuff went down the side. Oh yeah, that's done. Oh, oh yeah. Oh gosh, she's a heavy girl. Do you see that? How it's, I don't know if you can see it bubbling down the side. I can see it. I can smell it. That looks delicious. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. Oh, yum. It's kind of cool. I can't bite into this like I did the biscuits right away. No, I cannot. I'm going to have to be a patient girl. But right here, it doesn't look like the biscuit dough is done because it's in the middle. It's covered up with all the bacon, so it looks real light colored. It's not browned like out here. But when I try to poke it, it's crispy on top. So that is going to do it for me. Just poke through. I think earlier I had said everything was cooked. Well, everything but the biscuits, so I think we're good to go now. So I cannot see how this will be bad, except if those eggs, if our carnivore mashed potatoes screw this casserole up, that's going to be sad because it looks really good. I'm very excited about this. I think my husband will be too, but I don't think I should tell him. I'm not going to tell him that I made mashed potatoes out of eggs. I'm not gonna. I'd make him eat it first. I remember the first time I made mashed potatoes with cauliflower, and I didn't tell anybody. And I just told them, you know, it was like fancy mashed potatoes, and they ate it. And then my husband's like, you know, there's something a little different with these mashed potatoes. And I ended up telling him, but he liked it. He likes veggies, and he loves mashed cauliflower, but I was kind of nervous to tell him. So I think he will be open to eating hard-boiled egg mashed potatoes, but I want him to taste it with an open mind. So I'm not going to tell him what it is. I'm just going to tell him I put the biscuit mixture on top, and we'll go from there. So I would say it needs to cool probably a good 30 minutes because it's, you know, pretty hot. So we will come back when my hubby and I can taste this deliciousness. We will let you know our honest opinion. Stop it. You're going to take... No, don't offer it to me. I'm telling you no. Stop. I know it's delicious. Stop. You're eating all the decorations. Stop it. Stop it, sausage dog. I have a feeling when we cut into it, it's not going to really stay together like a casserole because that meat's just loose underneath. What are you trying to do? What is that? The scooper?
Because of what you're describing.
Oh, why don't we do this? This one. Okay. Okay. Oh, we gotta get something to eat with.
Aren't you worried about having a battle royale?
I'm just so excited to taste this. I'm so excited. We're not waiting very long. It's only been 15 minutes. But we don't want to wait. We're hungry. We haven't really had a meal today. I am sure when it comes out of here, it is just gonna be all over the place. That's okay. We're just gonna eat it anyways.
Quit trying to imitate the Carl's Jr. commercial.
No, I want a sponsorship.
You want the pie thing?
No, because it's just going to fall over. That's why I want a spoon.
Not a spork?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I get. It's going to be messy either way. And I'm telling you what, I like this biscuit mix on top. It's making me think we should have a pizza pie.
No.
A deep dish pizza pie. We can do it. The mashed potatoes that I made kind
Looks
of...
like a quiche.
Well, the mashed potatoes that I made just dripped down inside the meat. So it's not going to come out pretty.
Oh.
Sorry. I didn't put any kind of gelatin or anything like thickener or anything like that in those potatoes. It's okay. I want you to have it. So.
You put it there on purpose?
Yeah. Oh, look. Mine came out better. Mine came out a little bit better. The first piece is always wacky. Okay. All right. So it's ugly. It's ugly. But it doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it tastes like. Jeez. You really wanted him to see it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it looks like. Matters what it tastes like.
Extreme close-up.
He's going to want to watch Wayne's World pretty soon. Okay, let's taste it together. Together forever. And you give me your honest opinion. Because if it tastes like crap, they're not going to want to make it.
I think it tastes pretty good.
It tastes pretty darn good.
Scoop me up some more of that. I'm ready to watch a movie.
It tastes good. What do you think of the mashed potatoes that kind of fell apart? What do they taste like? What do you think I made them with? If they're carnivore,
I don't even know, Kandi.
well, if they're carnivore, what would you guess that I made them with?
Cottage cheese?
Mm-mm.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower didn't come from an animal. Cauliflower is not carnivore.
But you made mashed potatoes from that before, remember?
I told him the story.
She told you the story.
And I didn't tell you what it was till after. But
Indiana kids.
I was a tricky one. So I made it from hard-boiled eggs. I blended it up. Does it taste like eggs at all?
No, it's just like a cheese or some
It doesn't taste like
something
eggs,
just
y'all.
creamy.
Yeah, it drips down inside that meat, and it doesn't taste like eggs. I made it with butter, cream cheese, heavy whipping cream, and hard-boiled eggs. I think I added too much salt to the meat because the salt on the bacon. I mean, it's not bad, but I will cut back on the salt on the meat the next time because I added that bacon. Remember that.
Remember that.
It's pretty good. All right, you guys, we are going to close it out. This is delicious. I say make it. You can use other recipes for mashed potatoes if you want, but this one's super easy and it tastes good. And I'm all about the easy. So you can basically put whatever you want in it. If you want it to have green beans or some kind of vegetable in it, you can do that too. But just carnivore, it is wonderful and delicious. You could even do it up ahead of time and then put it in the fridge and throw it in the oven at night when you get home from work. I think it would work out.
You know, it's just hot in here because you're a hot lady.
Thanks, babe. Penny. Corny. He's full of dad jokes today.
It's one of my finer qualities of why Katie loves me.
Oh, yeah. That is what I was looking for when I seen him on the service drive at work. I said, I don't care that this guy's good looking. I hope he's got good dad jokes. Because if his dad jokes suck, he's out of here. I ain't sticking around. That's what I thought.
Whatever.
That's exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. Anyway, we are out, you guys. We're going to go watch a movie and eat some more Carnivore Casserole. Hope to catch you again here next time. Oh, and if you guys have any recipes that you think I should try out, let me know down below. We will catch you again here next time, guys. Bye.